On the 11th of March 2011, a massive earthquake struck Japan and became one of the worst disasters in the country's history. It triggered a tsunami so powerful that it smashed the northeastern coastline and caused 3 of the 4 nuclear reactors at the Fukushima plant to go into a catastrophic meltdown. Now, more than 12 years on, Japan is about to start discharging more than 1 million metric tonnes of treated radioactive wastewater that was stored in large metal tanks at the nuclear plant, for it to be now released into the Pacific Ocean, despite concerns from neighbouring countries about Japan's fishing industry. Well, joining us live now, nuclear engineer and Honorary Associate Professor at ANU, Tony Irwin. Tony, it's good to see you this morning. Thanks for your time. So how safe is the water that's being discharged into the ocean now for not just people, but the environment as well?
Yeah, so there's an understandable perception that all radioactive materials are always and everywhere dangerous, particularly liquid waste. But not all radioactive materials are dangerous. So the Fukushima water, as you said, is treated. So it's removed all the dangerous nuclides and it's only got tritium. So nuclear power plants worldwide routinely discharge water containing tritium. They've done this for over 60 years without harm to people or the environment, mostly at far higher levels than planned for Fukushima. For comparison, South Korea, the Korea nuclear plant, 91 terabecquerels a year, 22 terabecquerels a year planned for the Fukushima plant. I operated advanced gas-cooled reactors in the UK, over 300 terabecquerels a year. And then you've got the French reprocessing plant, over 11,000 terabecquerels a year. So that's many times the whole contents of all the plants. So, as we said, providing all the dangerous radionuclides are removed, then this is ultra-conservative.
So I was reading about this yesterday, tritium. I'd never heard about it until yesterday, but apparently we're consuming a fair bit of that anyway. Is that not right? You know, in taps or whatever, wherever there is maybe even a mild case of radioactive product somewhere.
Yeah, so tritium's just hydrogen with a couple of extra neutrons in the nucleus. So like hydrogen, it combines with oxygen to produce water. It's continuously created in the Earth's upper atmosphere and falls as rain. So there's more tritium created in the upper atmosphere than is produced by nuclear power plants. 10 times as much tritium falls as rain on Japan as they're going to discharge. Your body's got lots of tritium in it.
There you go. So South Korea, it's worried about this. Chinese officials have even opposed the release of this radioactive water into the ocean and have threatened bans on importing Japanese food. So are they just worrying over nothing?
Well, it's China's protesting, and yet their nuclear power plants can discharge every year more than the total contents of all the tanks. For instance, Yangjiang, that one of their nuclear power plants, 112 terabecquerels in 2021, far higher than Fukushima. So
that's interesting.
It's all about politics.
Yeah, that is interesting. Hey, this is a process. This is interesting, though. This is a process, according to Japanese authorities. So releasing, there's 1 million tonnes of this stuff, right? So what's that? 500 Olympic pools worth of wastewater, treated wastewater. It's going to take 30 years. Why does it take so long? Is it just like a slow trickle?
Well, it takes so long because they're ultra-conservative. Their discharge limit is 1/7 of the drinking water standard of the World Health Organization. So they're being really ultra-conservative. It could be released far quicker than it is. But they're trying to sort of allay some of the concerns by making it ultra-conservative. But in a way, that's not a good idea in that it takes so long.
I mean, is there a chance that, as it rains, does more water become radioactive and then has to be treated again? Is that also why?
No, it doesn't directly affect this operation at all. Remember that the IAEA established a task force with international experts. They looked at this whole process in detail. They've done an independent analysis of the samples. that they've confirmed that it have a negligible effect on people and the environment, and they will maintain a presence on site, and they'll be there all the time to make sure it's done as the plans and is okay.
So this has given Tony Irwin's tick of approval.
I think the science community are happy with it, yes.
Okay, Tony Irwin, appreciate that. Thank you.